Hello, welcome back. We're going to be playing some more Hogwarts Legacy. Just carrying on where we left off last time. So, sit back, relax, drop a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you want to see more, and let's carry on. Okay, what were we doing? We need to go and talk to Professor Fig. The other way. Probably should have just fast traveled, but either way gives us a chance of unlocking more things like that. Pretty sure. Where's that? That's up above us.
Revelio.
We can't get them yet. We need the ability to go invisible. We should get soon. I hope that's one thing that they saw if they do the second one, is the loading when open doors. That's one of the few things that I hate about this game.
Revelio.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Yes, I did.
Revelio.
Looks like we'll just wait here for a bit. There he is.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okay. Off we go to Professor Hecat.
Revelio.
What's that? Scroll. It's below us.
Revelio.
If you try to study in the library, at least you can be assured of peace and quiet. Madam Scribner sees to
If I
that.
knew all that happened that day, I would!
Oh, is that just like, yeah, like a homework icon? There's a scroll.
I believe we have some matters.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Ooh, got the round 2 of cross ones, okay.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports, Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
It does sound awful.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
No, would be nice.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Yeah,
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
And conveniently, they're all marked on the map.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Pretty sure, yeah, there's one.
Accio!
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
How are there so many left?
Revelio.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that.
I think we just get all these gobstones quick, and then go to the cross ones.
Accio.
So that one's above us. This one's above us.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
There it is.
Accio.
Oh, that's to divination, isn't it?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before.
Revelio.
Nope, that would be too easy to do.
Good news! We have a new training dummy on which you can practice spell combinations. And you're up for round 2 of Crossed Wands. When you're ready for either, come and find me in the usual place.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Levioso.
One second. Still having the same issue with my recording. Interesting. I will do them at some point, but I think, and if someone can correct me if I'm wrong, that doing them doors and everything at this stage of the game, you can get better items in there later on, or at least higher leveled items.
Revelio.
But as I say, I could be wrong, and it could be just worth just doing them as soon as you see them.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
There is.
Accio. Revelio.
Goblet of Fire. There's so much they could have done.
Accio.
Or is it a...
Revelio.
Oh, that's not it. Pretty sure it was in here. It's as close as we get to Quidditch.
Revelio.
There. Oh. Sorry if you heard that. It sounded like a fire alarm was going off.
What are you up to now?
It's definitely in this room.
Revelio.
Not that. Or there.
Accio.
Wow. Oh.
Revelio.
That's a level. Alright, big guy.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I'm pretty sure I got... It's not shown on the map.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Oh, okay. I think that's just poor coding on the game developers' side. They've not deactivated the comments when you walk into the area again if you're still on the quest. Even though you've collected the one for that area. I mean, I say poor, I couldn't do any better, but you'd think it would be more hints for the area that you were in, not just in case one was there previously. But
I'd better keep an eye on high
no.
places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Didn't I come here before?
Revelio.
Oh, it's there.
Accio.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Whoa. That went a bit crazy then.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Salad.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia.
Yes,
I found
did.
all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Well, I don't want them.
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
Terrible idea.
That's a horrible idea. No one wants to get that awful stench all over them again.
Why not? Gobstones are splendid fun, and now everyone knows the rules. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Right, well. Ooh, we got a one variation. Let's find our way to cross ones. Okay, so everything we need to do is cross ones, the practice on the training dummy, and compete in the next round.
Revelio.
Haunted toilets. Nothing worse, I think. Knows what would sneak up on you when you're in a delicate position, shall we say. No, we do something with that later, but I think we need...
Accio.
Yeah, we need the pushing spell. I can't remember its name right now.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian, I know.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Yes, please.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Accio.
Good one!
Levioso.
That's it!
Levioso.
Keep trying! Next time, perhaps!
Levioso. Accio.
Nicely done! I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
It was already. So I'm playing on controller this time, so I
Hello,
need to
Lucan.
remind myself.
Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
Yep, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yeah, we'll bring Sebastian.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Yeah, okay.
Confringo.
Potato!
Accio. Levioso.
There goes my
Levioso. Is that all you've got?
Boss. Can't remember what defenders.
Confringo.
Potato!
Give him what for?
Levioso.
Don't shy away now.
Accio.
Mine's the one!
Levioso.
Potato!
Come on. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. You're better than that. Accio. Confringo.
Act like a winner.
Confringo.
Right, I need to look up
I
in the
could never
settings
duel
what
like that.
defending is.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning,
Yeah.
or at
definitely
least
will.
surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the...
Right. Is it under settings? Right, I know what dodge is. Where is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, Protego. Yeah. Why? There we go. Okay.
So to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Let's. No, just travel.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Thank you.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement.
Yes.
Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Oh, come on. Turned a little bit too early there. Right, can I...
Good work.
Don't think we need repairer. So can we... Put that there. Have we got a secondary one yet? No, not yet. There we go.
Accio. Incendio.
You're getting it. Keep at it. And keep trying to
Leviosa.
incinerate yourself.
Yeah, that works. Is that another quest below me?
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
We'll put it down to good luck.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hackett's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumor has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
What sort of plants should I expect in the hidden herbology corridor?
I haven't a clue. But have you seen the kinds of plants Professor Garlic grows? If the previous professor was anything like her, I'd imagine they're not exactly harmless.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Right, we'll knock that out quick before going
Hidden
to
herbology
see
corridor.
Fig.
Sounds intriguing.
He's absolutely sweet on me, I'm sure.
Revelio.
What do we do with these?
Levioso.
Oh, do we light it?
Incendio.
I think there's
Revelio.
rolls in here, is there? So we need to find the caretaker at night, but I think that's a little bit later in the game, so that we can get the Hallow Amora spell.
Revelio.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling.
Considering he's only just started at Hogwarts, he's very knowledgeable of
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
the way around.
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Where's the torches?
Revelio. Incendio.
Not the... Where is it? Get moving.
Incendio.
Ooh, an upgrade. Go down. Let's equip the upgrade. Oh. Is it going to be an upgrade? It is.
Incendio.
Get back.
Incendio.
I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Incendio!
I'm pretty sure I've missed some stuff.
Incendio!
More defense. Actually, let's see what we unlocked. I put it on, but it looks horrible. In fact, I think I remember seeing something very similar in a shop in Amsterdam.
Revelio!
Ooh.
Revelio!
Where'd that come from?
Revelio!
I'm going further away from it. Must be up there. Oh, okay. Either way, let's go giving him stuff that he wants. And go and see Fig. Yeah. I'll return to Duncan.
Liar. I know you're lying,
Oh.
aren't you? You're making it all up.
Incendio. Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That is amazing.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Army tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Okay, we're here.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books.
Accio!
Got it. Only 4 more to go.
Keep an eye out, folks.
This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Why is he reading it? Nosy Parker. Must be upstairs, the other 2 then.
Revelio. Wish I could sneak into the other common room.
Over there.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Accio!
Oh, it is over there.
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida. Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Ooh, should we be a bit rude?
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
Oh,
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Well, little do you know.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
You're welcome.
Revelio.
There's another portrait over there, actually.
Astonishing to me that the 5 lads I share a dorm with emulate half the next one.
Either way, let's... where is it? Quests.
We'd have more fun in our dormitory if the prefects would conveniently...
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's 1 leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
I'll just
Of
give it
course.
to-
I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkin for me.
I'm guessing that's just a transmog for the robe. Right. We go to Fig. No. Let's not get sidetracked. Let's get all the unlocks done and on with the story.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
Well, he was told.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
And I will take it upon myself. The help of...
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Let's see what this quest is up here, just out of curiosity now.
Oi! Can you help me?
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought perhaps a fellow Hufflepuff might have the perseverance to join me in a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Sure.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Okay, so... yeah, I know where that is. Nice. Say I know where it is. I mean, I've seen it. It's under these stairs, I think. Oh, another quest.
Something Professor Shah is hard to read, but I find her as easy to read as a star chart. She has no vision. My broom then published.
But they found it quite...
Right, so that's...
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
Where is it? It's down this way, isn't it? Oh no. That's what leads to the Undercroft.
Revelio.
Where's the... Sure, it's over here.
Accio.
Let's have a look. Okay, so you can see the stairs in the Rhino. Oh, is that outside? There's the stairs. It tells me to go down here. Presumably out here. There's the dragon.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
This stairwell looks promising.
Oh, bless me. There's another one of them pictures. Oh, there it is.
This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure? There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search. Lumos.
Like a sphinx, a tree, a window. We won't get too
Ronan certainly employs creative teaching.
more sidetracked. I'll keep saying that, and I will inevitably get more sidetracked.
As long as I get some sleep, I don't mind.
And then the werewolves join the...
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
It wasn't boots and it wasn't black.
Right. Seem to be a little bit over leveled considering I'm level 8 and this is recommended for level 3. But oh well.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
We will see you later on then, Sebastian. Or right after this load screen.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Excellent. Where is it?
Silent as a grave.
It's a grave.
Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Right. Sneaky, sneaky.
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there?
No.
Is that you, Peeves? Good gracious.
Mess.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book. Revelio.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Okay, so can use normal spells as a distraction.
Don't let her see you.
Oh.
Did I hear something? Wander in the restricted section at this hour.
Uh-oh. Busted.
Quietly now. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to
Revelio.
Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is giving.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
It's one of the things that we need for the...
Revelio. Levioso.
Who have we here? Sebastian Cello and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Go get him, Sebastian.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Let's just put that on.
Reparo. Lumos.
Let's at least make it so we can see.
Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it!
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Is that one of the ones with an eye? No. Ooh. Not gonna say more no to more damage.
Where might this lead?
Accio.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Okay. I know I could have used it there, but thought I'd save it. Clearly it wasn't necessary. Alright, maybe we can use it here.
Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
Do we get across?
Accio.
That's that one, but is that just a jump? No, that's far too far.
This must be the way forward, but to where? Accio! Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Let's, again, base wear, glasses. What do we get? More defense. Again, I'm not going to say no, but we are not having them visible.
Accio! Incendio! Protego! Accio! Incendio!
Oh.
Protego! Stupid!
Yeah. Stop pressing that button.
Stupid one! Accio! Incendio! It is a book after all.
Surely that's kind of messing with nature's balance and...
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Does anybody check the back of that guy's head? Under the turban? I've heard a story.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Right. Now where do we go?
Revelio.
Oh. Must be windy. Right, before we speak to Professor Fig, I'm just gonna a quick bio break. Won't be long. If you're enjoying what you're seeing right now, please drop a like on the stream or follow. If you wanted to see more, it will help just get us out there to more people, get more people chatting. I'll be back in a minute. Let us continue.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Right. Yep. What have we got here? New quests. Just have a look. One thing. I'm just gonna quickly test something here. Okay. Right, let's continue. What we got? Apology. Cross runs round 3, spell combinations 2. Okay, let's do that first.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
So we just got a load of spells. Right. World map, most of the maps are covering flags limited. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think that means that we've opened up the world map. I think before we go and do that, we'll get these done first. Right, let me...
Incendiary.
Oh, 2 more for that then.
Revelio.
Alright, one more for that then.
Future champion coming through.
Let's get the practice training dummy
Hello,
out the
Lucan.
way.
I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Yep.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Excellent form.
Accio. Incendio.
Good one.
Posted.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso.
Oh.
That was something.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
That's it. Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of cross wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
Oh, I
I
am.
certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yeah, bring
Yes,
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Levioso. Act like a winner.
Accio.
Find the one.
Incendio. Sendo. Levio. Confringo.
Whoa.
Triton. Accio. Is that all you've got? Protego.
Levioso.
Accio. Confringo.
Don't shy away now.
Levioso. Incendio.
Oh, God.
You're better than that! Levioso. Accio.
Levioso.
Incendio.
Give him more form.
Accio. Levioso. Protego. Stupid one.
There goes my wager.
Levioso.
Incendio. Stupid one.
Oh, what?
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Confringo. Accio. Silent.
What? Oh.
Protego! Levioso!
Confringo! Levioso!
Stupefy! Confringo! Accio! Stupefy! Findo! Incendio!
Act like a winner.
Stupefy! Come on! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Stupefy! Accio! Incendio! Levioso! Confringo!
Yeah, I got you
Big
that
hits
time.
that round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Oh, we crashed. Right, well, that seems like a perfect time for Annie to call it there. So, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to boot the game up and just make sure that we've not lost too much progress. If so, I'll get us back to where we were. And I'll hope you join us again next time. Alright, thank you very much. Have a good one. Bye now.
Revelio.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Look who's back. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Levioso!
Accio!
Confringo! Come on! There goes my way. Potato! Stupid one! Levioso!
Give him a four. Levioso.
Confringo! You're better than that! Stupid one! Confringo!
Confringo.
Levioso! Stupid one! Levioso! Potato! Levioso! Is that all you've got? Stupid one! Sengo!
Accio!
Act like a winner. Confringo.
Levioso!
Potato.
Incendio!
Levioso! Confringo! Confringo! Potato! Stupid one!
Oh, they made it
Yes, I'm ready now.
very well.
Levioso!
Levioso.
Stupid one! Confringo!
Accio!
Potato! Levioso! Levioso! Confringo!
Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Levioso!
Potato!
Levioso!
Incendio!
Levioso.
You're better than that! Levioso!
Confringo.
Confringo!
Potato.
Levioso!
Give him a four. Levioso.
Potato! Stupid one!
Find the one.
Levioso!
Accio!
Oh, there goes my wager. Stupid one!
Levioso. Act like a winner.
Stupid one! Come on! Potato! Stupid one! Confringo!
Confringo.
Levioso! Levioso! Sendo!
Incendio!
Potato! Stupid one!
Accio! Incendio!
Levioso! Confringo!
Some big hits that round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.